yourself away.
Fellas, are you looking to spice things up in the bedroom? Been fantasizing about surprising your lover with an adventurous new toy or adult movie? Well, here's an offer you won't be able to resist. Go to adamandeve.com, and for a limited time only, you'll get 50% off just about any item. But that's not all. Oh no. When you select your one item at 50% off, you'll also receive 3 free adult DVDs for a little inspiration. Plus, a free extra gift so sensual, we can't mention it on the radio. And to top it all off, we'll even throw in free shipping on your entire order. And no, we're not teasing. So check out adamandeve.com today for this special offer. Get 50% off one item when you type DEAL48 for the offer code upon checkout. When you do, you'll get 3 free DVDs, a free extra gift, and free shipping. Just use offer code DEAL48 at adamandeve.com.
MoreLikeRadio.com. It's our duty to entertain you. I said duty. Hey, you. Yes, you guessed 10,542,000. Change your username. And while you're in the More Like Radio live page, listening to fine quality programming, notice the banner ad just slightly above the chat room? It's a link to something you want in Amazon. Click it. It's probably reminding you to order something you need from Amazon.com. Don't leave MLR and type the URL like a sucker. Just click the link and it'll open in a new window. This way you can buy your shit and continue listening to the show. Now, change your username. It's right there on the right, stupid.
Did you know you can listen to any of the More Like Radio shows on the go? Download TuneIn Radio on your smartphone and search More Like Radio and never miss a show.
Previously on Hippojuice.
I get it's funny to watch a really, really bad movie, but how do you not get irritated 20 minutes in and just go, I can't take this?
Well, dude, did you watch the last? We do this on DNR, where we watch these horrible movies, and
I know,
more or
with the
less
pandemic.
it's me screaming and yelling, and them trying to talk me off a ledge.
All right,
believe me, I get irritated, but it's kind of fun to get irritated. Sometimes.
I think I can explain it. Joe may have a hard time relating because he is single and living in his parents' basement. However,
ow.
What? Not true?
Information, nothing to do with anything.
Roundhouse kick to the face.
Fucking Christ, Marie.
So he has no
Ouch.
future in life, and so therefore probably will never get to this point.
What does this have to do with movie watching?
Okay, watching bad movies is like having a child. You put up with their insanity. They make no sense. They annoy the shit out of you, but they have redeeming moments every once in a while. So you're like, all right, I won't kill you.
Hippojuice is recorded in front of a live internet audience.
Hello, and thank you for choosing
What do you think about the
Hippojuice.
Hippojuice show?
What about the Hippojuice
Let me
people?
get back to you a couple of minutes. I've never even heard of this. Maurice a douchebag and Royce.
I want to see the Hippojuice
I love
email.
listening to Hippojuice.
Hey, this is Patrice O'Neal, and you motherfuckers are listening to Hippojuice.
There's no good. I can't stop.
I'm a producer, motherfucker. I got
Like, there's always so much in my mind, so whenever I'm having sex with somebody, it usually takes me a while to come. Oh my god! There's a video, back away.
Picturing you paralyzed. That's why I'm laughing so hard.
Hippojuice, nigga.
Welcome to the Hippojuice Show. The number to call in is 954-573-2780. Or if you want to get in contact via Twitter, just do hashtag Hippojuice. We'll be keeping an eye out on that. Today is...
Your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. July 24th, 2013.
The day of Royce's birthday.
And also Anna Paquin shares the birthday with me. And she's also turning 31 today. So there you go.
And also a shout out to the Sully Show. Apparently, it's also Tom's birthday.
It's Tom's birthday. Well, I'm sure it's not the same year, though. So anyway, welcome to the show. We are missing...
Happy birthday to you!
We are... you're such an idiot. We are out, John, tonight. And, of course, one more week till we have Ryan back. But we do have the wonderful Christopher Hamill from Brain Stew Radio filling in. Hi, Hammy.
Hello.
By the way, Hammy is on Hangout, so you're part of the video chat, Hammy. Also, Cammy, keep an eye out at the bottom right. The videos I play, you will see there. That way you guys can interact with the show. Yep, so make sure you're More Like Radio Live if you're listening via TuneIn. When you get a chance, you can see live video of the show. If not, the live video will be up on youtube.com/hippojuicefilm. So, anywho, yes, it is my birthday. I am 31 years old today. Clap, 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 clap.
What did you do for your birthday?
Oh, you want to know?
I would love to know.
Okay,
what you
cool.
did.
Well, in Florida, we have something here similar to you guys have up north, like Easy Pass, called the Sunpass. Well, I went to renew my tag today because my birthday's coming up, so your tag expires on your birthday. So I go online to renew it, and I get in Florida, your tag expires the month of your birthday.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's just how it is in Florida. So, I went online to renew it, and it said, oh, you have a problem. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Let me take care of it. So, I go looking around. And
We don't believe that you are indeed Royce Lopez.
No, they believe it. Here's the issue.
That's the problem.
I have a Sunpass or an Easy Pass, whatever you call it, and for every once in a while, for whatever reason,
it doesn't go off.
It doesn't go off, or the toll doesn't pick it up.
But it's okay because Florida is toll by plate.
Right.
Takes a picture of your plate and sends
and they send it to you, and they
invoice.
tell you, okay, well, you've 75 cents. Pay it online. Fine, no big deal. For whatever reason, I went over to Hillsborough near Tampa, and my Sunpass didn't go off in 2 tolls in September of 2012. Instead of them sending it to me and saying, hey, you messed up, oh, no problem, I'll go online and pay it. For whatever reason, I didn't get it. I didn't even know that the Sunpass didn't even go off. So a trip to Tampa that, two Sunpass violations has turned now into $800 and a suspended license, which I now have.
What?
Yeah, because America.
Because that makes sense.
Well, all you have to do is prove, okay, I've had the Sunpass this entire time.
Yeah, I did that. Oh, no, you really? Oh, good thing I didn't think of that, Dutch. I did. I called them and I was like, oh, they go, it doesn't matter. It's not our fault. It's your responsibility to check on your blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, cool. So instead of you guys going, oh, you messed up and I have a Sunpass, I now had to hire a lawyer because not only do I have those 2 violations, each one is 3 points on my license if I pay them. So now I have to have
2 violations, but how does it rack up to $800?
3 violations.
3, actually 3. Well, one of the violations went from 50 cents to $217. The other one went from
what kind of interest are they charging?
Well, let me explain. The other one went from 50 cents to $217, and the third one that I got went from 75 cents to $342.16.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta love our court system, man. And the best part is I go, how can you add points to my license? How can you prove I was driving? It was a camera, took a picture of the car. It could have been my dad. It could have been my girlfriend. It could have been my brother. How can you give me points? Well, it's just the way it is. Okay, cool. Well, so that's just the way it is. I guess I'll bend over and take it in the asshole.
Jesus.
I had something similar last year with my wife. Did not register her car. And so I'm driving her car, and I get pulled over, and surprise, surprise, she didn't register her car, and I got a ticket for that. And because I missed a surcharge payment by 1 day, I have a suspended license, and I just paid off the last payment of, I want to say, $400.
Yeah.
I paid $1,400 for those 2 tickets.
Isn't it great? Isn't it great how this works out? And don't you love how immediately, even if you pay them by a penny, they'll go suspend your license. They fuck your livelihood, because the worst part is my license has been suspended since April, and I had no idea because they didn't send me a letter for that either. I've been driving around, whatever. Imagine if I get pulled over for a taillight being out, or for any reason.
Jesus.
I would go to jail because of a toll violation.
Well,
because you didn't pay 50 cents.
I got pulled over as I'm going through the McDonald's drive-thru, so a cop literally had his lights on as I'm picking up my order and pulled me over.
Why did he pull you over?
Well, he followed me from route.
Oh, you had expired tags?
No. My wife's car was unregistered, so he pulled me over for that because their supercomputers in her car can tell when the car's unregistered.
Oh, wow.
So he followed me through the drive-thru and had his lights on as I'm paying for the order and pulled me over in the parking lot. And then he's like, "Oh, by the way, your license is suspended." I'm like, "Wow, I don't remember ever getting suspended." And he said, "You missed a surcharge payment." And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I paid it." And he's like, "Well, according to this, you didn't." So he handed me another ticket. I had to pay about $800 in court fines and another $700 for the tickets. And I have a $500 surcharge for the next 2 years I have to pay.
Wow. Here's the and here's the messed up part about all that is that you have no proof, because the people that mail out these citations are just 18, 19-year-old fucking potheads that work in the mailroom.
Oh, yeah.
So, it reminds me of, they just have like Charlie from Always Sunny in the mailroom. He's just burning mail. Like, that's what you don't know just because they fuck up or they get lazy or you're going to tell me that, think about it. When you were 18 years old and you were working at your shit job, sometimes you didn't just throw shit away so you wouldn't have to do it. Of course you did. Right. So now you don't get 2 tickets. And I'm sitting here like, wait a second. Now my license is suspended. I can't drive the car. I can't renew my tag. I can't do fucking jack shit because of a fucking toll.
Which, if you really break it down, we pay for the Sunpass equipment.
Yeah.
We pay to replenish the Sunpass equipment. We pay for our cars. We pay for everything. We drive on the road. The Sunpass that we pay for does not go off.
On the road that we're paying for.
The government does not send us a notice that it didn't go off, or send us a notice that the license was being suspended, and they go from 50 cents to $200 to pay the fine. And we had no idea.
How is that legal?
And I love when you fight with them.
Get away with that.
Dutch, I love when you fight with them, because when I'm telling them, wait a second, I didn't receive it. This isn't my fault. You know, how can you charge me $300, whatever, $800, whatever? And then I
and who was the one to say that you could have interest like that?
And then they tell you, they go, well, we sent it. How do we know you're not? And I go, really? I go, I'll tell you how you know. Common sense. Do you really think I'm going to ignore it, considering I already have a Sunpass? Ignore a 50-cent ticket? Why would I do that?
Why
It's
would you
so
let it
simple.
inflate to 300?
You could go
Yeah.
online and take care of it in literally 3 seconds. So it's just maddening. And this dude, it's been happening here too, where lawyers have been going after the places that have those red light cameras. You know where.
Oh, they're the worst.
Because the problem with those is they malfunction all the time. Even if your tire sometimes just touches the white line, you'll get just take a picture and guess what? Red light camera.
Yeah.
And you can't fight it and the reason that people fight these camera tickets is like, well, it's not an officer that's giving you the ticket, A. B, you can't prove who was in the car driving. So how can you affect somebody's points on their license if you can't prove it?
The worst is as we were coming home from Virginia after our honeymoon, we were in one of those construction areas where you had to do like the minimum speed limit of like 45 throughout the whole way. And we're like, oh, there's no one working. Fuck it. And everyone was going like 70 miles an hour. So we were just keeping up with the traffic. Next thing you know, a couple days later, we get a notice in the mail saying we were speeding. They have one of those hidden speed cameras behind those signs now that take a photo of your license plate. And Christy now has a couple points on her license because of a speed camera.
And then it only fucks up you get points, and then guess what? Your insurance. So you pay for the rest of your fucking life now.
Oh yeah, we have that snapshot from Progressive or whatever that you attach to your car.
Why would you get one of those?
Because we're normally safe drivers. We're very.
Well, that's just it though. Even if you do get into a wreck, they can tell if you went 1 mile over the speed limit in that speed zone, they're not paying anything.
Yeah, I know.
At all. That's the reason why those things exist.
I never go above the speed limit anymore because ever since we installed the thing. And
well, the thing is that like you may not be doing it, but they're like, well, that's the register that we had, and we're not paying you. Like, dude, it's a scam.
I'm telling you that I want to pay one of these fines. And the thing is, I would actually set this up and do it and be funny, but I can't. I have no time. This has to be done now because I need to drive. But I really want to do what like one of those people do where they just get like the $400 in pennies and just record all of it. Just record every fucking moment. I would be delicious. Every delicious moment of showing up with 2 big water bottles filled, 2 of those big gallon water cooler things. Just filled with pennies and just go clunk, clunk.
And be like,
here you go.
And then sit there and be like, I
count
need you to count this out. I don't want to be overpaying.
Yeah, or underpaying. I don't want to mess you guys up either.
Right.
So look, I want to help so count every penny. Or like that dude that paid it all in dollars and he made them all origami ducks, so they had to take them all apart to put them away. I think it was like $500. It was $500 of origami ducks. They had to take it because the law is if it's legal tender, you gotta take it. So
by the way, what's the like after 7 years doesn't count, like whatever that thing is called?
Oh, statute of limitations, yeah.
Yeah, on traffic tickets.
It's 7 years like everything else.
Oh, I can't go to New Jersey for 7 years.
Yeah, well, it happens.
I got pulled over when I was out there last, Sammy, and I lost the ticket and completely forgot about it. It was like a $60. I was just speeding. It was just like a $60 ticket, and I lost it. And then I got a notice in the mail saying there's a bench warrant out for my arrest.
Well, you're
oh yeah,
that happens all the. But dude, that's
I
the
thought
thing.
It was 2 years.
No, but it's not even that. No, it depends on it. Actually, Dutch, it depends on the state. I don't know what Jersey's is. But it's funny because luckily these states don't talk to each other, because if they did, then you'd really be fucked.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, some states that are connecting,
yeah, they
do that. But I'm in Colorado, so.
Like, I know people that can't drive through Georgia for like 3 years now. Like, it's something silly like that, where they have to drive around.
I couldn't drive through West Virginia for about 2 years.
And the thing is like, then you hear that and you're like, oh, you're such a just like, no, you're not a piece of. Then you realize that it's like, it's something as simple as, oh, you forgot a $20 parking. Like, they'll arrest you. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, dude.
It's
is really ridiculous.
Come on, let's all calm down a little bit, all right?
And people keep talking about the crowded, the courtrooms and all this nonsense. It's like, okay, if you want to like just settle down the traffic that goes in and out of court because it's too much, how about you do that? How about you not? And first of all, why are traffic tickets like even in junction with like, people getting arrested? Like the cops, that should have nothing to do with that.
It doesn't. You understand? Is that it doesn't matter now, because all these. It's what happens all these times. These little we talk about it many times in the show, but these little tiny laws pass, and everyone's like, oh, it's just a little law. But before you know it, there's a million little tiny laws that have passed, and you're paying
Slow boil.
Look, you're gonna tell me that someone explained to me because they weren't able to how my 50-cent ticket became $342.
That is ridiculous.
How? Like justify it.
Most likely, it's court fees, hidden state charges, taxes. It's all hidden fees that you have to do extensive Google research on because New Jersey just passed a law like that where you're not allowed to be in the right lane when an emergency vehicle, whether it be police, ambulance, or fire,
Same here.
has their lights on. You have to move over,
Yep.
and I got nailed with a ticket because of that. That cost me $400, and I'm like, I've never heard of this law, and they're like, well, you have to go online and look it up. I'm like, it's not on the DMV website. It's not on any other website except when you look at like someone's WordPress blog and
Right.
it says that the law's there, and then it's an official law. They do this right underneath you, and then charge you $500 a ticket to generate.
Here's the thing, though, Royce, you're going to end up losing more money because now you have to get a lawyer.
Well,
to get all this stuff off
not
your
necessarily. The good thing about the lawyer that I got, is
You're blowing him.
He's very attractive. No, the good thing. By the way, you know what I found out today looking for lawyers in this? There's like an IMDb, or not like an IMDb, like a Yelp for lawyers. Like where you're like,
really?
oh yeah, I just found out about this. Like and like real
Angie's List.
yeah, like a real reviews where it's like, oh, this lawyer mostly does blah 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 blah. This guy, the guy I'm using, does like 3 things only, like DUI cases, speeding tickets, and like these Sunpass violate. Because that's how big of a problem it is, where lawyers only specialize in it.
Wow, he makes his living off this.
Dude, it's bad. It's so bad. But they guarantee that that it's one of those things where they guarantee you win and all that crap, and where they guarantee minimal late fees and all that shit. So and that's the other thing that I don't understand. If I went and wanted to fight it, and I could. I asked them today, I'm like, oh, well, if I want to fight it myself, what do I need to do? They go, oh, you need to set a court hearing, but that could take up to 2 weeks and yada, yada, yada. Then I call the lawyer, and I give the lawyer the info, and I pay him, and he sets up the court date, Dutch, I'm not kidding you, in 30 minutes. And I'm like, wait a second. So these lawyers, of course, are getting preferential treatment. You know what I mean? Of course they are. Because they just probably have a website for themselves. Oh, yeah, court date, brah. Set it up, brah. And then that's it. They're fucking set. And while you have to sit here like an asshole sending stuff via snail mail. Oh, by the way, Dutch, guess what? My fee that I have to pay, since it's so old, I can't even use a check or credit card. I have to use a money order. I have to do something that.
What is that about?
I have to do something that the only people that use money orders are people that have to go to Amscot to pay their FPL or their power bill. Like no one uses money orders. Who does that?
Oh, I read this.
I'm not even sure if I know what a money order is.
Neither do I.
I don't know what it is either, but I had to spend more money on it, like $1, to get one,
it's like,
as opposed to just taking it out of the cash.
I know, but then if you want to take it out,
why can't you just send a thing of cash?
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm not sending cash in the mail. Secondly, we're just gonna go there and pay it, because here's the other thing. They go, oh, and once you come over here and you pay it, then we're going to give you a D6 form, which clears your license, and then you have to go to the DMV and get it reinstated. And then, of course, I go, okay, cool, but okay, let's see I do all that.
Now you have to take another driver's test.
No, you don't got to do all that. It's only $23.
Tested for AIDS.
No, it's only $23, and they will reinstate it once you get it, because they don't care about you being a good driver. They just care about getting the money. So they're like, then you come to the DMV. I'm like, wow, I sure have to do a lot of driving for somebody whose license you just suspended. I told her that. I go, so cool. I have to drive to all these places that I can't get to because you suspended my license. So whatever,
God.
it's fine.
Yeah, because that's not my problem.
Let me talk to the supervisor. Hello, this is Elysium. Isn't that the new Matt Damon movie? Yeah, it's also my name. What's up? You sound like the other person I was talking to. Can I speak to someone else, please? Yeah, hold on. Let me put you on with my other manager. Yeah. No. Then I got a Hispanic lady, and I'm talking like just you could tell that she has chickens in her yard, Hispanic. and she's like, yeah, dime. And then they see your last name. What's your last name, Lopez? What's your last name, Lopez? So then they try to talk to you in Spanish, and I speak Spanish. I speak fluent Spanish. I could talk to her, but fuck her. You will speak English to me, motherfuckers. I hate that. When you call someplace and I'm speaking English, and the moment they hear my last name, they're like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, fuck no. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Get this, Royce. In New Jersey, they just issued this underneath our breaths here in New Jersey. There will be 50 state troopers per 50 miles on every major New Jersey highway. They will start issuing tickets if you go 1 mile an hour over the speed limit, and for 30 days because New Jersey needs money. So starting
everybody's just fucking broke.
Starting August 15th, the price of a violation to show your driver's license, registration, or insurance card, if you don't have any of those documents, normally is $44. It's being raised to $174, and a fine for not having all 3 documents is $520.
That is an easy way to make cash.
I hope every single person in New Jersey follows the speed limit to a T and has all of their documents and has no accidents, and they just have to pay out the ass for all the cops that they just put out on the road.
I hope they do too, because they're calling in everybody, like even people who work part-time as a state trooper, they're calling in everybody for full-time because New Jersey needs money. And the fine for handheld cell phone use is normally like a $30 ticket here. It's $180.
Seriously, everyone in New Jersey, fuck these people over. Do not give them your money. Obey the law to a T.
What is Chris Christie doing? I like that guy.
First off, he's probably eating a lot. So, I mean, if we're going to
got band surgery.
Yeah, does he? Because that guy is the only guy who's gotten a lap band who hasn't lost. I think he gained 10 pounds.
He got the lap dance surgery.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Totally different surgery.
Well, let's move on to other corrupt. I did want to talk about this. This guy put out a really good article. It's Detroit just. This goes with the article. Detroit just filed for bankruptcy protection. Yes, that's right. A city just filed for Detroit, one of the bigger cities.
Oh my God!
Just filed for Chapter 9 bankruptcy protection.
Do you know there's acres upon acres of full sections of that city that is just uninhabited because everybody moved out of it?
Yeah.
Because all the businesses left. There you can go for miles in certain sections of that city without a gas station open with nothing. That's how bad that city's out.
This guy, his name is Rory Alacato. He's talking about Blade Runner. It's the first movie he saw. Then he goes into RoboCop. He goes, RoboCop, on the other hand, first shown in 1986, was considerably more precedent in the depiction of an urban America. It's set in the near future Detroit, a city on the verge of collapse due to, as the Wikipedia entry explains, to financial ruin and unchecked crime. Sounds like now. So far, we're getting close to Delta City, boys. Last week, the city's famous as Center for Music and Car Production, and more recently, Ruin Porn. Oh, yeah, you've heard about that. Ruin Porn, where people now fly to Detroit and take pictures of the stuff that's falling apart there, and it's called Ruin Porns. Photos and films of yeah. Have you heard? You haven't heard
when
about
you first
this?
said it, I thought people flew there and then fucked in just out in the middle of the street with no one around.
No, that's Cleveland. With debt totally $18 billion, the Michigan State Governor Rick Snyder explained to the World's Press Friday the city is basically broke. First off, before we continue. The city is basically broke. You never want to hear about the city you live in. You'd rather hear the water is polluted, children are being abducted. You don't want to hear the city is. Hey guys, the mayor basically went out there and pulled his pockets out and goes, "Brah, nothing in the pockets.
Nothing there."
We
got
got
what
shit.
happened was that not only did the car industry just move out because of all the asshole unions, but then the crime rate was so bad that all the white people moved to Grand Rapids, and that's essentially what's going on now in Chicago. Chicago is on the downward spiral like that of Detroit, in the fact that everybody's moving out because of all the violence.
Did you know this?
And
At the turn of the century of the 21st century, Detroit was the USA's 10th largest city. Today it's 20th. With around 700,000 residents in 2013, that works out to about a 60% drop in population when a census reported 1.8 million inhabitants. Okay, in 1950, they had 1.8 million. Now in 2013, they only have 700,000. They've gone down. They've gone
10
down.
to market 22.
That is insane. In the RoboCop, a near future for Detroit beckons, and OCP they're talking about, plans to demolish the old city and replace it with high-end and rename it Delta City. All right. So I don't know if they're going to – I was actually reading an article about that, how all these green companies want to invest in all this empty land in Detroit. I mean, the only good thing about this is that now, since we have the documentary RoboCop, we don't have to worry about the messing up and making what was the original one that couldn't walk upstairs? Which to me, fucking, if you're gonna make a robot that's gonna be a cop and you're in a fucking city that has skyscrapers, how the fuck can it not walk upstairs? That is a horrible design, Detroit.
It could use
the
the
fuck
elevator.
are you doing? What was it called? What was the original one called? Someone look it up. I always forget what the big one.
Why can't robots use elevators?
Well, robots can, but you know how big that thing was? Dutch, you know what I'm talking about? The two big gun hands and
I honestly, you're gonna kill me for this. I've never seen RoboCop.
Okay,
I have like 3 drops from that movie, but I've never seen it.
Hammy, I can't believe I'm gonna ask this. Have you seen RoboCop?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Fuck you, Dutch. Hammy's seen
yeah,
RoboCop.
like you have never seen any movie ever, from what I've learned over the years.
Yes.
RoboCop. What the fuck was the name of the bad guy? Somebody find out. I always forgot what it was called.
Any listeners have any suggestions?
Nope. I can Google it though.
Well, here's a picture of it. Copy image URL. I bet you people listening on the podcast, the ED209, Ed209. Thank you, Corny. So it's Preesh. Yeah. If you remember the RoboCop movie, Hammy, remember at the end, the way he stopped them was by walking downstairs because the thing couldn't walk downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying a Slinky could have won?
A Slinky might have had a better chance against RoboCop. And then the second one was ridiculous because I think the robot was addicted to drugs or something.
I posted a photo of the robot trying to go down the stairs.
Thank you. Yes, look at that. What a design flaw.
Look, it's even looking down like, I don't know what to do with this.
What a fucking design flaw, RoboCop.
First of all, they could have shortened that thing up. They didn't have to make it like the size of the walkers from Star Wars.
Good point. It does look like an AT-AT.
I mean, the guns that are on there, you could probably just shrink it, you know.
Oh, by the way, Scrambler has a good point.
Why is his head so big?
Scrambler says Dutch hasn't seen RoboCop because John Hughes didn't direct it.
It's a reference from last night.
That's fucking funny. Good job, Scrambler. That's fucking very, very funny. All right, let's move on to the first video story as we've chit-chatted. It's enough about bitching about things all the time.
Here we go, Pop.
All right.
News, everybody. Happy Friday to you. And we begin with The Simpsons and Family Guy Peter Griffin. They're joining forces. Producers are making a crossover episode called The Simpsons Guy, in which Peter and the Griffin family go on a road trip. They end up in Springfield. The cartoon families totally bond, though we hear Peter and Homer go toe-to-toe over which beer is better, Pawtucket or Duff. Needless to say, you know which one I'm going for. You can find out which beer turns out to be the best when that mashup airs in the fall of 2014. I think that is going to be really fun TV. I love the
Fall of 2014?
Yes, because The Simpsons and Family Guy are still using that old school animation, unlike South Park, where it takes them like 50 years to fucking make it. That's why they're never relevant. That's why Family Guy can never really fire back at South Park when South Park was ripping them apart, because South Park's turnaround time was just right away. Because
it is right. They will write jokes the day of and change stuff up.
Yeah, even if you don't like South Park, watching 6 Days to Air is really good documentary on the maker. By the way, watching that documentary, I figured out Bill Hader's been a writer for South Park for years.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I heard it was really good.
It's really good just seeing how right up to the gun they feel. I just think they're lazy. Because even in the documentary, they were like, yeah, we used to do it a month in advance, and then it got 3 weeks, then it got 2 weeks, and then we were just doing all episodes in 1 week of right before they air it. Because they use Maya, so all the images
Maya Angelou?
Yes, Maya Angelou. They have her tied to the ghost of Maya Angelou is tied to is she alive?
I don't know.
Probably
not.
Tied to a desk. And just makes them write episodes.
I'm not even 100% sure I know who she is.
She's
a
black
writer.
lady who's always saying poems like,
yeah, she's 85 years old.
The African lion is the soul of the continent.
Oh, that poet bitch. Yeah.
The poet bitch. Thank you, Dutch. That poet bitch. Couldn't said it better myself. All right. So what?
That's why I said it.
Are you excited? See, I'd be excited if it was old Simpsons crossing over with Family Guy. I don't know if I'm excited about current Simpsons crossing over with.
Yeah. It reminds me of the newer Rocky movies where they bring in the old Juggernaut from that's a little 10 years past his prime and having fight the younger guy. It's like, oh, come on, can't you just put them in their prime? Because obviously the Simpsons would have won. Now it's a fair match. You know?
I don't know if they're fighting each other.
They are. It's a match.
The death match?
Yeah. To
Wow.
death, bro. To death.
Okay, I mean, I didn't know that was
If
happening.
only Celebrity Deathmatch was still around today.
That was actually funny.
I
I
used to
like that
love
show.
I used to love that.
Yeah.
Well,
'cause-
speaking of Rocky, Marie, I have this story here. They are making a spin-off Rocky movie, and it's going to be called Creed, the son of Apollo.
No.
I swear to God, the son of Apollo. Rocky will be training the son of Apollo Creed.
No.
I swear to fucking God, guys.
The final one was perfect.
Was it? Not anymore.
well, now it's not the final one anymore.
No, it was the final one. There's a spinoff. It's Creed. It says MGM is setting Ryan Coogler to direct Creed. Studio talks with Fruitvale Station star Michael B. Jordan is going to be playing Apollo Creed.
Michael Jordan.
No, Michael B. Jordan.
Apollo Assassin's Creed?
No, Charlie B. Barking will be playing him. There's a picture.
I miss Ryan.
Yes. Sylvester Stallone will reprise Rocky Balboa as a retired fighter turned trainer. This comes in the
He's
wake.
retired 5 times.
6. This comes in the wake of a Stronger Summer platform opening in Fruitvale Station. The film that won both the jury grand prize and the audience award at Sundance, captioned "The future of Cam's film." Whatever. Now I know the knee-jerk reaction to say it's hard to get excited about what amounts to the 7th film in the Rocky series. This feels different to me. Blah 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 blah. What do you guys
Has
think?
Stallone really made anything like that is half as good as
Demolition
the
Man.
Rocky shit? Because he's always kind of been that guy, aside from Rocky, right?
Oh.
Okay.
The Expendables, anybody?
Yeah, the
Like,
Expendables.
those-
Yeah, the Expendables were really good. Did you like the? I haven't seen them because it's not a chick flick. I know, Dutch. But watch them.
So wait, this is Rocky
Is that what I
7?
sound like?
No, I was just being mean.
This is
Huh?
Rocky 7, right?
This one's Rocky 7, Adrian's Revenge. What was it in The
exactly.
Simpsons?
No, Rocky 3 plus Rocky. Wait.
Rocky 3 plus Rocky 4 is Rocky 7, Adrian's Revenge. From The Simpsons. This is Adrian's Revenge, guys. Finally, we're going to see it. All right, so I guess he trains Creed, which doesn't make sense because did they even say Apollo Creed had a kid in the other movies? I don't remember that. Seriously, do you remember that?
Scrambler says the sequel is going to be called With Arms Wide Open.
With arms wide open. By the way, speaking of movies.
There's a Facebook fan page. Oh, no, it was Rocky 2 plus Rocky 5 equals Rocky 7, Adrian's
That's what
Revenge.
it was.
There's a Facebook fan page for it.
So, speaking of movies, Jose Canseco posted on his Twitter, and
this.
Scrambler's going to like this because he's a big fan.
I have a big forehead.
Marie, see if you can pull up the story. Jose Canseco is going to be in Sharknado 2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about him saying, bitch, it's your turn now. He tweeted A-Rod that.
That's the next one I was getting into with Canseco.
Oh,
but I wanted to get
sorry.
into, because this is,
blew
since
the
we're
load.
talking about films, I wanted to go into the film. Yes,
Sorry.
Jose Canseco tweeted he will be in Sharknado 2. I think it's going to be called Sharks at Bat or Sharknado 2, and this time they replaced Wesley Snipes with Omar Epps, and it's PG. So, Hammy liked that one.
I'll just pull up his Twitter account, which has the tweet that was. He tweeted it an hour ago. I will be appearing in Sharknado 2, which I will retweet.
Yes, he will be appearing in Western
will?
Echo. You mean Jose Sharknado? Okay, very good, very good. This is going to be really,
I have
really
a
good.
Jose clip.
Oh my God, I'm scrolling back. Okay, the first one was from Jose Canseco. Big announcement coming in. Big announcement coming at 9 p.m. EST. Stay tuned. Then, okay, screw it. I'll go ahead and announce it. The announcement is, and then the third one, I will be appearing in Sharknado 2.
Sharknado 2.
He was so excited to announce it. He couldn't even wait.
Oh my God! Tornado! Tornado!
He couldn't wait 3 hours.
Well, guys.
But then the third one, but then after that, the tweet says JK. So is he just
Uh-oh,
kidding?
is he JKing us?
Is he JK LOLing us?
I think he's just fucking around.
Well,
Because
here's
then-
what we're doing then, Dutch. What were you? What did you have the other story? Can you pull up the other Canseco story?
Me? Oh,
Yeah, because my thing just froze. Sorry. Yeah, the other Canseco story. Because fuck him now. Now we're going to make fun of the fucking big water-headed steroid freak.
Because then after that, he said, announcement still coming at 9 p.m.
What
EST.
can be his announcement? What can be his announcement?
I don't know, but it's big. I'm going to teach you.
I don't like that I just got trolled by Jose Canseco.
Yeah, I think he was just fucking around.
You got almost rickrolled by Jose Canseco.
I know, I just trolled. I didn't get rickrolled.
Never going to give you a... Remember that?
Yeah. We should bring Rook rolling back. What do you guys think?
I thought
Rock rolling?
Rock rolling?
Yeah, Rook rolling.
Rook rolling.
Rook roll. That's when you rickroll with Scooby-Doo.
Hold on.
Yes.
I'm going to listen back to that.
God damn it. Now we have to make fun of me.
Because I don't know if it was as bad as Marie and I were saying.
I really don't think. I think I said rickrolling, actually. I think I said it correctly. And I believe that you're just trying to make me look like a fool. And I don't appreciate that. Because first off, it's my birthday, and that's just mean to do. This is my birthday, Dad. You can't let one go on my birthday. It's my birthday. He's not listening to me. I'm looking at him, but what he's doing is he's turned my send down.
Trying to find
and
it.
he's
Shut
turning.
up.
Yeah, see, now I'm messing him up because now what he's doing on the other ear, he's trying to listen for when I said rock roll. You can't hear it. Oh, he's turned me down. Fuck you, Dutch. Fuck you in your ass, Dutch. God damn it. Now I have to be made fun of.
I love the little smirk on his face, too.
I know. Look at the little smile on his stupid
got
face.
it.
Guy hate you. Go ahead.
I got it. Here, hold on.
We should bring Rook rolling back. What do you guys think?
Rock rolling?
Rock rolling?
Yeah.
Play it one more time?
We should bring Rook rolling back. What do you guys think?
Rock rolling?
Rock rolling?
Yeah, Rook rolling.
Rook rolling.
You said rook rolling, actually.
It's my birthday.
We should
You
bring
can't. Rook rolling back. What do you guys think?
Rook rolling. Are you playing chess or something?
Okay.
Rook rolling. Okay, that's what it was.
Sharknado 2, the big leagues. Thank you, Butt Monkey. Next story, kids.
Amanda Bynes, the troubles keep piling up. Ordering psychiatric testing after starting a fire in a neighbor's driveway. ABC's Abby Boudreau has more on the...
She started a fire in a neighbor's... Come on. Have you ever been awake? Listen, Dutch, I'm sure you can relate to this. Sometimes you're wearing your blonde wig and you...
Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Sometimes you're wearing your blonde wig and you want to teach your neighbor a lesson, so you light fire in their yard. Yeah.
Bizarre stunt that put Bynes in...
God! We're having a fire!
ABC's Abby Boudreau has more on the bizarre stunt that put Bynes in the hospital.
What is the address of your emergency?
Amanda Bynes making headlines once again, and now she's forced to undergo a mandatory mental health evaluation.
Did they just say Amanda-tory?
Amanda! Oh!
Okay, I heard that joke. Let me back up. Sorry.
Bynes making headlines once again, and now she's forced to undergo a mandatory mental health evaluation.
Ah!
I get it.
Ah.
You see, because it sounds like a mandatory,
But
but
it's
she
nice.
said
It's
a
a-
mandatory.
Oh, Dutch, come on, man. Too soon.
What?
Dan, what's on fire?
It's
The roof. The roof.
The roof
is on fire.
I don't need water, though.
Okay, so just do me a favor. Can you let the motherfucker burn? Because that'd be great.
it's like a
Then why did you call us? Why did you call us if you want me to let it burn? It would be my response if I was the emergency operator.
small piece of cloth and a gasoline tank.
It's a small piece of cloth inside of a gasoline tank. What could that do? That's not a big deal.
To say the former child star wearing a blonde wig set fire to this driveway in Southern California Monday night.
How could
Yeah, I saw this girl laying down right here with her left pant leg on fire. When I look at her, I'm like, it's Amanda Bynes.
And her leg's on fire.
She was...
Her leg is on fire.
Okay, everything that was originally said about Amanda Bynes, I immediately take back because I'm posting the picture right now. She uses puppies to cover her face up.
That's okay. She does use puppies to cover her face.
Oh my God, that is adorable.
What a dumb bitch. What's she doing?
I would so cover my face with puppies to avoid the paparazzi.
like really frantic, like she wanted to get out of there. And she's like, my dog, has been burnt.
He says Bynes tried hailing a cab to get away.
I was like, don't take her. I don't know what's going on with her at all. Like, do not let her in the car.
Deputies responded to the scene and talked to Bynes.
Is it
but
that
did not
guy's
charge
house,
her
the
with
one
a
that's being interviewed?
No, he was just he happened to be walking by and saw it happen. All right, let's play the rest here.
crime.
They determined that she met the criteria of 5150
of the Welfare and Institutions Code.
So a 5150 is a psychiatric hold. It means that patients can be taken involuntarily from where they are and to be put in a setting where they're evaluated by specialists in a hospital. So psychiatrists and a multidisciplinary team will evaluate her.
Overnight, Bynes remained in the hospital on a mental health hold, where she can be observed for up to 72 hours. ABC News reached out to her attorney but was told no comment. The Hairspray actress has been in and out of court, sparking hair-raising headlines with her colorful wigs and bizarre behavior.
I think Amanda's been in the public eye so long that there's a twisted part of her that thinks this attention may be good.
No, she's just an attention whore who's never been told no to, and now she's trying to see how far she could take it.
Dude, I don't know what happens with child stars, man, but they do not transition well to being adults.
No, well, some do. Jason Bateman was okay. There's a couple that you could say turned out
Jason
all right.
Bateman, what was he known for when he was a kid?
Pull it up. I forget, but he was. I know he was a child star. Jason Bateman, he was a child. Who was another one that turned out all right?
Danny Bonaducci.
Danny Bonaducci's fine.
Oh, he turned out
Totally fine.
He's doing good. He's doing really, really good.
All right, looking up
Macaulay Culkin. Look how good he's doing. He's only on.
Oh, he's fine.
He looks healthy.
By the way, dude, he lost his mind after Mila Kunis dumped him. Like, apparently, like he was really in love with that girl, and she broke his heart. Poor guy.
Well, yeah, look how hot she is. If a hot chick dumped me like that, I'd cry too.
Bateman started out on Little House on the Prairie.
Bam! Told you, child actor.
Back in 1982.
Bam!
That was the year you were born, Royce.
Bam!
It's your birthday.
Bam! Oh, no more?
I need to find that. He was on Knight Rider.
He was on Knight Rider. Were you on Knight Rider?
No.
Okay, well, there you go. That's another example.
You were going to say Bam again.
Another example of how Jason Bateman is better than Dutch. Bam.
He was in St. Elsewhere.
More like St. Elmo's Fire. All right.
He was in Teen Wolf 2.
I'm about to say something that you guys are not going to believe, but Charles Barkley was on CNN, and I agree with him.
I don't believe it.
They were talking about the Trayvon Martin case, and here's what he said. I have the clip.
Race to me is the perfect storm for the media. They love racial animosity. The media loves, first of all, they love anything that's controversial. But race is the perfect storm for them. To get a white guy and a black guy on television yelling at each other every night, one for the defense, one for the prosecution. Television, they're riding this Trayvon Martin thing, and it's sad because a kid lost his life, but the media, they love controversy. And the greatest controversy in this country is racism, sadly.
Well, I think it's a fair criticism, and one,
Yeah, what are you going to say, you stupid bitch?
Well, she's part of the media.
Yes,
though.
I know. But I agree, and I never agree with him, but I agree with him. It's exactly what it is. It's just
this
for
whole
fun.
thing is the media's fault.
Of course, it's all the media's. It's nobody else's fault. If it wasn't for the media, you know what would have happened? He would have walked away like the cop let him go because they found not enough evidence, and then he would have moved on. But
What's sad though is all those cops got fired because of this.
Well, of course
Like,
they did.
The chief of police,
Yeah,
everybody. It's
but
just so stupid.
it's not like Zimmerman's a hero and saved people's lives
But
afterwards.
he is. And he
Well,
did.
did yesterday.
Prove it. Oh,
Well,
actually,
you read the story.
yeah.
last
Well,
night.
Dutch, follow up
prove
on
it
that.
again.
Follow up on that. The family that he saved was supposed to go on TV and make a statement how he saved them, but they apparently were getting backlash. Listen to Zimmerman's attorney.
Family all of a sudden deciding they don't want to have this press conference. Can you give us more details?
What a ghoul.
Well, the accident itself was just what happened, and George did what I think most people would do is he got out and helped people in need. That's.
Are you guys not hearing it? Sorry, this video's messed up.
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah,
I
but
can-
it's not going through the feed for whatever reason. Very very odd. I don't know why. This has happened before. Let me try one more time.
Who he's always been. And I think what happened
is
with
working. Okay,
them today was they were very worried, and I think were advised by some family and friends that they really should not get involved with anything having to do with George Zimmerman. And that's really sad, that they can't even say that George did something good for them because people out there believe that he's still so toxic, even though he's been acquitted. So it's quite frustrating to have to live through that.
So yeah, basically they were going to make a statement today, and rumor has it they got a lot of backlash from certain groups of people.
That's not fair.
To tell them not to, go on the news and tell the truth. It's fine.
Disgusting. is
It's
what it is.
fine. Dutch.
The thing is that like I don't blame the black groups because that's what they do. I blame the media for making the black groups aware of this nonsense. It's just,
Well,
how many more stories or how many more lives is he going to have to save before people start reporting it?
I don't know exactly, but I've already. If you go into the internet, I mean,
What's the internet?
into like the back alleys of the internet, where you start reading people saying like, "Oh, it was all set up by people to make him look so people wouldn't kill him, but he still killed a kid," and it's like, "Oh my God, guys, fuck enough."
Have you seen what several liberal groups? By the way, the same people who call themselves progressive, tolerant liberals. They're going around, and I posted in the chat room. A George Zimmerman apologist bingo. It says nobody wins, we all lose, and you're a racist. And anything on this bingo card, which is a reasonable argument,
pull it up.
It automatically makes you a racist in the eyes of these progressive liberals.
Oh, I like the centerpiece. The centerpiece just says assorted racial slur free space.
All right. Disregards 911 dispatch calls. Okay, I didn't do that, so I'm not racist. So I'm going to read them. I want to see let's see who gets racist first, okay? Now, are we doing full card, line through? How are we playing this? Do you want to just do line? Whoever gets a line first? All right, let's read it. You answer yes or no, guys. Are you racist against white people? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, I am. Yes, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Okay, so that's okay. Circle gets a square. The justice system works. Do you think the justice system works?
No.
No. Okay, so you don't get that. Zimmerman was Hispanic, so he can't be white. Do you agree?
Yes.
All right, so you get another dot there.
He was a halfy half, though.
He was a halfy half. Trayvon could have killed him. Do you believe Trayvon could have killed him?
Yes.
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 Racist. You're racist. So far, you guys were getting really close. Do you have any assorted racial slurs you would like to throw in the free space, guys? Now that we have. Okay, so we have that in there. Wow, Dutch, you're gonna win. You didn't even know him. Do you agree that you didn't even know him, Dutch?
No, I did not know.
Okay, that's oh boy.
I agree. I also did not know.
Oh
him.
boy, Marie and Dutch here. Here's one more. Now, you're racist if you agree with this. You just liked acting mad. Do you just like acting mad, Dutch?
No.
Ooh, we're getting close here.
I don't know. I kind of do like acting mad.
Have you misconstrued?
I do it for the show. Does that count?
Yeah, I do it for the show.
Have you ever misconstrued an MLK quote?
No, because I don't.
I
don't go down any of those avenues because it's never a good neighborhood. Look,
you can't really screw up an "I have a dream."
Yes,
so.
no, you can't. You can though because.
Yeah, because one time I said I have a dream girls, and I was holding up the movie Dreamgirls.
And she messed it up, and the NAACP sent her letters because of that. It was weird.
I got a couple.
It wasn't even on air.
No, I know.
Really odd. It's really odd how this works.
I like the last one at the bottom right. Don't be mad at Zimmerman. Be mad at blank. So we can insert anything there. Don't be mad at Zimmerman. Be mad at Obamacare.
I'll throw that in. Okay. Don't be mad at Zimmerman. Be mad at guns. No. Does that work?
Yeah, because guns kill people.
Okay. Don't be mad at Zimmerman. Be mad at Trayvon.
Well, that doesn't make sense because Trayvon's dead.
I'm scared.
Don't be mad at Zimmerman. Be mad at the crime rate in inner city neighborhoods.
Racist.
I'm usually
You're such a racist.
I'm mad at that. Yeah.
You're such a racist, Hammy. You come on this show to be racist. Great.
Don't be mad at Zimmerman. Be mad at Paula Dean.
And you know who's really racist? Dutch is racist. Dutch, where do you get off having so many black brothers and sisters? You think you're better than us?
Yeah,
you're not.
bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well, okay then.
Well, then
I mean,
I agree.
I think history. Anybody who listens to the show for a long enough time knows that I'm better than you guys.
Okay,
so.
fair enough. Well, speaking.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, look at me. Look at my life.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go back to Hammy. Speaking,
and it's like I'm better looking.
I'm not gonna put Dutch.
He has better taste in music.
I mean, you're getting married with psychopaths, so right there I win.
You're getting married to more than one person, Royce?
Yes. By the way, we're Mormons now. Speaking of uninformed youth, Marie, can you please read the story that, by the way, Hammy provided for us today? Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, before we keep going,
Yes.
Can I make requests for the show?
Sure.
We are a comedy show.
The Electric Slide.
No,
we
we're not.
have done
The Macarena.
It feels like every week we do the Macarena, and then right after that we're doing a Zimmerman Trayvon Martin thing.
Okay.
Can I make a request? Because it just makes me mad, and
Sure.
it's just it's over in my mind. Can we not maybe unless something crazy breaks out?
You'll like then you know what, Dutch? You're gonna like this next story. This has nothing to
right.
do with that. Go ahead.
Absolutely, positively nothing.
Go ahead.
College student sends letter to Nirvana asking for homecoming message. A college student who must have just woken up from a pre-birth coma sent a letter to Sub Pop, Nirvana's one-time record label, asking if the band, which broke up following the suicide of its frontman Kurt Cobain, would be so kind as to record a homecoming week message for her school.
You want to know what? Why? It said student at the beginning, but for some reason, the second you started reading, I'm like, this is a girl. This has to be a girl. And then you said her at the end, so.
Oh my God! Who does that song? Smells like teen
It's
something.
like dun, dun, dun,
Guys.
dun, 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 that one, right?
Guys, look forward to what I'm going to say next, because it gets better.
Uh-oh, I'm worried.
Uh-oh.
Identifying herself as the Virginia Tech's mascot. Yeah. The student is apparently running for homecoming queen and, according to Sub Pop, believes the message from Nirvana would boost her chances of winning the crown. Comments, concerns?
I'm so mad right now.
Why are you so mad right now?
Because
He hates Nirvana, that's why.
these people are allowed to vote. These people are allowed to live.
For homecoming queen.
No,
I
they're
know,
allowed
which
to
is-
live on this
which is
planet.
fucking throwing the running by trying to get press and publicity from a great band
Who
that's
did that?
still
You
relative.
realize how hot this bitch is? She has to be the hottest chick ever
Why?
to be
Because she's
that
clueless.
dumb. She has to be so
Who
fucking.
song, like he did that song that was like it was like something about grape me. It was like really good. I liked it. What was it? I just saw it the other day on MTV.
Is there a picture of this broad? Because she's got to be a 10.
Uh,
Because only 10s are that dumb.
No, but I can actually read her letter if you want.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. It starts out with "To whom it may concern," which is very professional.
Dear Mr. Nirvana.
You may be dead. No, my name is. They blank it out, and I am the Virginia
Tech shooter.
No, I'm the Virginia Polytechnic and State University (in parentheses Virginia
I
Tech)
am Virginia's
mascot.
foremost Polly Pocket collector.
As a homecoming candidate, we were wondering if Nirvana would send a quick video to us that we could include in our video collage to widely distribute to our 30,000 plus students during homecoming week. As the video will be on YouTube as well. Oh, now she's telling them what to do.
Oh no.
Don't like this bitch. We can include any links to downloads, Facebook pages, Twitter pages, and /or artist management agencies with the video description that students can click on directly.
I'm sure. Does somebody have at Kurt Cobain and who owns it? Because now I'm curious.
It presents great publicity for them, and as Virginia Tech loves Nirvana, we'd love to have her in our video.
Love to have her?
That's just it. We'd love to have her in our video.
Love to have. Hold on. She thinks Nirvana is a girl?
Maybe they're talking about the management? I don't know.
No, her in our video.
No, I know. But I don't know who her is referring to.
Keep reading.
All right. That would be one among artists including Big and Rich, Yin Yang Twins.
Wait, Nirvana's going to go play with Yin Yang Twins? I'll be there.
The Cataracts, Slightly Stupid, and 3 famous NFL players.
I'm sorry, what was the one before 3 famous NFL players?
Slightly Stupid?
Okay, that's what she is. She's slightly stupid.
No, dude. By the way, Marie, when you were reading that, I could only think of like that Miss South Carolina and that asshole answer she gave however many years ago.
Oh, right.
Like to whom it may concern, actually, here, hold on.
I really believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and
the Iraq. She called it
everywhere
the
like
Iraq.
such as.
Such a serious.
I would, if
I personally believe.
I love Nirvana, and if she could show up, and is there any way we could have Nirvana play that graduation song that Green Day plays? Because that would be great.
Guys, I believe someone sent a fake Nirvana letter to this person, and she accepted it.
Read it.
Hold on. It's in the chat room. It's a video.
Hold on, I'll grab it. Oh, my God. She's so fucking stupid. In the chat room. Bam. Virginia Tech. Okay. There's a video, you said?
At the bottom of that article that I just posted in the chat room.
Nirvana. Oh, no.
What?
They sent somebody pretended to be Nirvana and sent them a video. And she oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me
no.
pull
the video.
Oh no.
I gotta pull it up. I gotta pull it up so we can see it too.
Oh
Hold
no.
on.
Yeah.
Do you need time? Like maybe go through break and then bring it
Oh,
up?
you know what, Marie?
What?
Good point. Coming up right after the break, we're going to show you. Oh, God, Marie. Oh, so good idea. Coming up right after the break, we're going to show you the video.
Squeeze for that one.
Yes.
Yay! Through break and then bring it up.
Oh, you know what, Marie? What's
What?
making that noise?
Good
Oh, sorry.
That is.
That was me. Sorry. Okay. Virginia Tech. Coming back after the break, we're going to show you what these people replied to her, and she accepted it. The Nirvana video has been accepted. You can view it right here. Yes. Coming up right after the break, we're going to play it for you. So Nirvana did, and I even see Kurt Cobain in it, did come back together to send this young girl and grant her dreams. So that's coming up after the break. A bunch of other fun stuff on Hippojuice. Hit it, Marie.
More Like Radio!
Hey, listeners. Yes, that means you. Missed your favorite More Like Radio shows live? No problem. Just go to morelikeradio.com/downloads. That's morelikeradio.com/downloads. More Like Radio's RSS feed works with your iThings, Zunes, Androids, Windows Phone, and anything else that can subscribe to an RSS feed. If you're so awesome that you only get your podcasts from iTunes, you can subscribe to our feed in iTunes by clicking the subscribe to iTunes link right on the downloads page. So what are you waiting for? Download More Like Radio podcasts and subscribe to our feed now. Yes, right now. Do it.
Hey man, when you need to look your finest, what do?
Well, I grab my favorite t-shirt, of course.
You know, I just knew you were gonna say that, and I was gonna ask, have you ever checked out T-Fury?
I think so. That's the website with the new t-shirt every day, right?
That's the one. At tfury.com, there's a brand new t-shirt design every day, and each one lasts for only 24 hours, then it's gone forever.
So it's tea today, gone tomorrow?
Exactly.
That's a lot of t-shirts. Where do they all come from?
Well, each design is submitted by a freelance artist, so no two are exactly alike. And the best part, all these tees feature nothing but nerd references. Whether it's movies, TV shows, video games, cartoons, comics, or culture, they're all awesome. And get this, each tee is just $11.
Dude, it looks like I need to update my wardrobe. What's that website again?
Just use tinyurl.com/MLRtees. That's tinyurl.com/MLRTEES. Each limited edition tee lasts for only 24 hours, so get over there before time runs out.
Check out today's T-Fury design right now at tinyurl.com/MLRtees.
Wrestling's fake.
Oh, yeah?
Jesus!
The organization that brought you Tangled Web, Tournament of Death, and Prelude to Violence. 15 years of hardcore tradition. The Combat Zone is professional wrestling's proving grounds. Combat Zone doesn't do PG. No ballroom dancers or pimps shucking and jiving in our ring. Just the biggest names in independent professional wrestling. Masada.
Oh my God! What the hell? What the hell?
Adam Cole.
Only in pro wrestling can two men kill each other and then follow it up with a hug covered in blood.
Danny Havoc.
Oh, please, no.
Drake Younger.
Just moving your body on the canvas. Painful? Not painful as that!
CZW features the ultimate hybrid style of high-flying mat wrestling combined with hardcore, death-defying action the other promotions wish they were allowed to show you. Get the latest news on live events, internet pay-per-views, and more. Or score yourself a classic CZW t-shirt from their online store. Support the ultra-violent underground. Go to czwrestling.com or follow Combat Zone on Twitter. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Footer from The Red Show. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on our brand new home, More Like Radio. Give us a call. We are very caller friendly. We love our fans. All right, caller, what's up? You are live on the Red More Like Radio. What's up?
What's up, superstar?
Oh, is that Bull?
That it is.
Boom.
My man Bull, one of my favorite humans in the whole entire world. My man Bull. What's up, brother?
Not a whole lot, man.
How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man. I'm doing a lot better, bro.
The last we knew from Bull, you were you went to rehab on your own, got yourself cleaned up a little bit, and that's been what, just a little over a week? Am I wrong?
Quitter.
Yep.
Fucking quitter.
8 days for my family. That's the main reason. I had a P-Rock Footer K times 100 moment about 2 weeks ago, and
We don't give a fuck. I hope you relapsed. Burn in hell, Bull.
Oh my God, what are you
I meant I love you, bro. Get better. That's what I meant.
Hold on.
What
And
happened?
I'm the asshole? Hold
No.
on a minute.
So call in. Get to know us. The Red. Every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock East, following Hippojuice.
Hippojuice, nigga!
Here at More Like Radio, we're all radio professionals, especially Kevin from the Alcohol by Volume. Marvel as he winds his way through the twists and turns of Skype.
And of course, if anybody does want to Skype in, and
you're about to get a Skype call, Mr. What is the first thing we did in the show? We turned Skype into a verb, which
Yeah.
I think is breaking new ground, personally. But that's just me.
Here we go, answering the call. Hello.
So, yeah, not to interrupt this exciting hockey talk, but what's going on, guys?
And call not found, and he dropped me. That's fantastic. Okay, hang on.
I don't know.
Hockey, huh? So, yeah, a bunch of white guys hitting stuff on ice.
Hey, there are maybe like 4 or 5 black guys.
Okay, now I have to bring him back in, right? Hold on hold. Kevin?
I was under the impression this was a drunk show, not bore everyone that's listening show.
Well, I'm still in the process of drinking.
I think we lost Kevin, or Kevin decided to be lost.
Yeah,
shit.
well, you're still in the process of boring people.
And I just realized I
would say
put Dennis on hold somehow.
Because apparently neither one of us knows how to use Skype, which is fantastic.
I'll preemptively say you're welcome for coming on and saving the show.
Well, you know, it's not brain stew 6 hours or whatever.
By the way, this is that nightmare that I've been having of at some point finally getting on call and talking to somebody and being on air, and everybody else just dropping, and I'm being alone on mic, and I'm talking, and no one's joining. So pretty much my nightmare is being punchy. I'm gonna try to call.
Yeah, you know, he, let me see, okay.
And, on.
Okay. Dennis is back now.
There you guys are.
Sorry,
Look
Dennis.
at that. Wow, fucking radio professional over here. By the way, too busy to make videos anymore. Doesn't know how to add people to conference.
Alcohol by Volume, Tuesdays, 6 to 8 p.m. only on morelikeradio.com.
Bringing internet radio to the next level. It's not FM. It's not XM. It's More Like Radio.
Little BG on me. I do HR, means human resources. Here at TAC, my name is Eric Rossdale. Some people call me Cool Eric. They called me that once. Some young people, too. One young person did that. I love people, to say that another way. I love people. And that one's got a little more fun to it, doesn't it? Okay, we are here today.
Why are you pointing at him?
Help out with substance abuse. Well, I'm just trying to bring everybody into it. Help out with substance abuse, okay? And how do I do that? Well, one way is to work through this workbook, start to finish. We do every single drill in this thing. I sign a piece of paper saying you've cleaned up your act, but more importantly, we have dug out the roots of your addiction, and you're looking at me like what happened to that guy we called Cool 2 seconds ago. He's right here. How about this instead? How about we fire up some Step Brothers on the Blu-ray, we chill out a little bit. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Before we start, let me do some attendance, if that's okay. Black Henderson.
I think that's me.
Oh, terrific. Oh, because of the curly hair, like a black man. That's fun. Anders Holmvik.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, Norwegian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vordengadet.
Oh, is that? No, I don't speak
Hordengadet.
much of the language.
Oh, you should. Oh no, it's a beautiful country. And Adam DeMap.
Actually, Adam's running a little bit. I am Adam.
Well, I hope you like sandwiches, Adam, because I got a backpack full of them.
Back live on Hippojuice. Number to call in, 954-573-2780. Hashtag Hippojuice. We will check it periodically throughout the show. And I think that's all. More Like Radio Live. If you're listening on TuneIn, come to the chat room. It's more fun. It's where all the cool kids hang out. Oh, also, update. morelikeradio.org is a direct feed now. Hammy, you want to explain what we're doing? I wanted to make sure we plug this before we go on.
Not to sound too geeky, but we had GoDaddy before, and it sucked, and it was taking 20 minutes to upload and download shows. So
Fucking
what
Danica
myself...
Patrick.
So what myself...
fuck her, bro. You're right. It's Danica Patrick. GoDaddy goes slower if she's not winning races, and that's why it's going so slow. Sorry,
because she
Hammy.
never wins.
And she's a
Anyways,
girl.
so I, along with the help of Mr. Dark Fox, host of Mark Out Radio here on More Like Radio, we made a new RSS feed, which, to sum it up, we have unlimited storage, which means we could put classic More Like Radio shows up there.
Classic.
No file size restrictions, so we can upload as long shows as we want and have better quality.
Good.
And upload and download speeds are like 5 times faster.
Yeah, I'll take it. Or you can
By
just
the way, you were... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dutch.
I was going to say that some of the classic ones you uploaded, I completely forgot that you uploaded one. It was either from Hippojuice or DNR where Royce, myself, and Mersh called up a guy who was beating on his girlfriend and just trashed him.
I heard.
I completely forgot even doing that show.
It's so funny you say that, Dutch, because I was actually listening to that in the gym today because I saw you put it up and I pulled it up on my RSS thing and I was like, holy shit! And I was laughing like an idiot. People were looking at me. I was in the travel. People were looking at me like, why you laugh? I'm like, shut up.
I'm funny.
Yeah, I'm really funny.
No, I completely forgot. Because I was with my chick at the time, and I was like, "Do you remember this?" She's like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "I completely remember that show. You don't remember doing it?" I'm like, "I don't even know what this is." She's like, "That listener noodles or whatever." I was like, "Oh, that's right."
We were so nice to that guy when you were mean, a little mean.
And right. I think the biggest feature that a lot of listeners have requested, a lot of listeners have said, "Well, I love your shows, but I don't want to subscribe and get all of them." So what this new RSS feed will do is, if you go to morelikeradio.org. and go to the right, you see categories. If you click your favorite show, you can subscribe to that page using only that show. So you'll get that show only when it's posted.
Yes. So that way, if you're right. We had a few people that were saying, well, and I mean, you know what? You should get all the shows because they're all great. But I do understand some people only like certain shows, and
right.
you can't subscribe that way. Or just go back. It's morelikeradio.com/downloads is you can still go right there and get all your shows. We just switched up the feed. So. That's a quick update. Just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Anywho, we did promise before the break we were going to talk about that little video snippet that the girl asked for at Virginia Tech from Nirvana. This video was accepted and added to the snippet. It's only 14 seconds long, but I have it here. Nirvana for Virginia Tech. Let me turn it up. Hold on, let me turn it up. Make sure this time's good. All right, here you go.
What's up, Virginia Tech? This is Nirvana. Just wanted to wish you guys a happy homecoming week and good luck at the game this Saturday. Let's go, Hokies!
There it is, Nirvana.
They sent this back to them after the request?
Yes, and they accepted it and they added it to their video montage. I was just reading the story now.
That's why she said she.
That's why she said she.
Classic Nirvana.
So
that is very funny.
It really is. It really is. I mean,
it's just the people who work at Sub Pop who are just like, what a fucking idiot.
Just how stupid.
That is awesome.
But look at that. That guy does kind of look like how Kurt Cobain would look like now, though.
What a dumb. She has to be so hot. I can't get over this.
Why do you have to assume that?
Because the hot bitches are dumb.
All right, fair enough. So I want to, if possible, now I know this is a big. If I could get Buddy Holly to do a really quick liner for Hippojuice, I'd appreciate it, Dutch. If you get on that,
I'll get it right.
Also, the Big Bopper and the original lead singer of Leonard Skinner. So if you get that done,
I'm working on Marvin Gaye right now.
Okay. If also yes, get me him and Elvis Presley.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I want all those on the show. I want them done now. All right.
Send an email right now.
All right. At Elvis Presley on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you get the right Elvis Presley. No, I think he's the real Elvis Presley.
Yeah, right.
While you're at it, can I please get an interview with John Lennon? I hear he's very open these days for interviews.
He's very good, but I'd rather interview Paul McCartney because he was in Wings.
Huh?
Huh?
He's alive, so.
But Wings is
You didn't
good.
really go with the
Hey, you know who died? The guy from Goodfellas.
Actor Dennis Farina is dead at
Oh,
age
no.
69.
I guess God needed a fucking shine box in heaven. Am I right?
no.
Oh, bada bing!
Oh.
Hey!
Nice.
Let's finish playing it.
Arlene Santana here for E! News Now. The entertainment industry mourns the loss of a charismatic performer best known for his roles as cops and criminals. Farina passed away in Scottsdale, Arizona Monday from a blood clot in his lung. It's no wonder Dennis was so convincing in crime stories. He spent nearly 20 years as a real police officer in Chicago and didn't begin acting till his late 30s. But once he did, Farina quickly became a go-to guy, landing memorable parts in Midnight Run, Get Shorty, and Out of Sight.
I'll tell you what, all these hot dogs, you really get into trouble if you're hot after a while.
I didn't know he was a real cop. I didn't know that about him. He was a real cop before he became an actor. That's kind of cool.
Played J-Lo's dad. Dennis was big on TV too. He recently guest starred on New Girl, playing Nick's.
Why would you know that, Dutch?
Yeah.
Because I watched the show. It's a very funny show.
No,
2013, he played somebody named Walt Miller on New Girl.
Yeah, he played one of the characters' dads. And this is my chick and I watch the show. We're huge fans of it. She texted me. She was like, "Oh no, this guy died because we're not going to be able to see him as Nick's dad anymore."
Can I just say something? WFOD in the chat room said, "At Elvis Presley is verified. Twitter is such bullshit." How is that Elvis Presley verified? That's so fucking awful.
That's funny.
I'm trying to get at Owen Hart verified, but I don't think they're buying it. Dutch. So
Wait, you've never seen that show?
No, I have.
It's funny, man.
No,
It's got the same goofy type of sense of humor that we all have. I think you'd actually.
Yeah, I know.
love it,
Zoe
like it.
Deschanel is quirky.
No, not her. She's not the funny part. The dudes are the funniest part.
No,
of the
yeah,
show.
she's the funny
All
part.
right. Apparently, Elvis tweeted 17 minutes ago, retweet Royal Baubles, hashtag Elvis Week 2013. There's an app for that at Elvis Presley with a bit.ly URL.
All right. Well, there you go, guys.
Thanks, Elvis.
Thank you, Elvis.
Don't you guys know he's been alive this whole time? It's a conspiracy.
No, he clearly died on the toilet. He OD'd.
2 hours ago, who wants to join
That's what they
us?
want you to believe, Royce.
Who wants to join us for Elvis chat tomorrow? We're talking Elvis and Aloha from Hawaii.
Oh, I will be joining them. I think that at Priscilla Presley's uterus will be in that chat room, I believe. Let's move on to the. Come on, guys. Let's all be nice. Did you see this grandma drummer on
I've
YouTube?
seen this stuff go around. I've never actually watched the video.
All right, Hammy, have you seen Grandma Drummer?
I have.
Get ready to get rocked, Dutch. Get ready to get rocked.
What should I strap into?
She's 63, by the way.
She looks like she's 83.
I know. She's not very good.
It was terrible drumming.
Better than Lars Ulrich.
Oh. Well, I guess somebody's a Napster guy.
Speed it up.
All right, she's getting better.
All right. Uh-oh.
All right, I'm losing my. I'm not impressed anymore.
Hold on. By the way, she looks like what my grandma looked like right before she died.
Your grandma was a drummer?
No, just her
Your
look.
grandma looked like Lars Ulrich?
Your grandma died on a drum set?
She looked exactly like that.
You know, if she can't keep a real rhythm, she's never going to get into a real band.
And this woman, Pete Best, after his sex change. He's not bitter that Ringo got the fucking wrote a song about an octopus. He's now an old lady that plays a drum on YouTube. I think he changed his name to Patricia Best. And I have a follow-up on this old
Past
lady.
week here in World News, we showed you that woman dubbed the grandma drummer who walked into a Wisconsin drum store and rocked it out. Tonight here, the mystery solved.
What mystery? What's the mystery? What by the way, Dutch, why are you drinking that? I don't see the mountains. The cold is not activated on that Coors Light.
It's been sitting here the whole show.
Come on, man.
The cold hasn't been activated.
The cold isn't activated,
You're
dude.
such a douchebag.
Come on, I see the commercial. Whoa, you could hear that?
It all started with this surprise performance from a mystery woman who grabbed those drumsticks and delivered this.
That must be what it sounds like inside Jessica Simpson's head all the time. Just drums. I just imagine all you hear is bum 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 bum. Yeah, food. Food. Dutch, would you fuck her? Yes or no question?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Tonight she is a YouTube sensation, but it turns out until this past week, she didn't even know what YouTube was. And we didn't
because she has dementia.
Know who she was.
She could only communicate through drums. I'll back up.
Back up.
What YouTube was. And we didn't know who she was.
Oh, no, man.
But it didn't take long for this Wisconsin community to drum up some answers.
Drum up some answers, guys.
Got it.
Drum up some answers. I hope somebody drums his face with a wrench.
She is Mary Vizda, 63 years old. She played the drums as a young woman here. But when she first walked into that drum shop, she hadn't played in more than a decade. And she remembers what was going through her mind as she sat back.
Have I taken my pills?
Back down.
It's like, wow, you know,
Who does she
jump
look
sticks
like?
again. It's been a while.
A snail. She looks like a snail. She looks like SpongeBob Snail.
She looks like Ronald McDonald without makeup and dyed hair.
Oh, yeah. She looks like Ronald McDonald's mom.
You remember The Incredibles?
Yes.
Remember the lady that made all the
Yes.
suits? If she got older and stopped dyeing her hair black, that's what she looks like.
I still know how to use them.
As a young woman, Mary...
I keep my wrist strong by jerking off Negroes at the Greyhound station.
Jesus Christ, Royce.
What? It was in the story. Yeah, I was just, it was ABC video.
It's been a while. I wonder if I still know how to use them.
As a young woman, Mary played in local bands for a group called the Chantels, one of the first all-women rock bands in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Ironically, none of the Chantels were black, even though that everyone's now named Chantel.
Tonight in that town, she is a star all over again.
Mary's a video sensation, my newest grandma.
In fact,
how many does she have?
The camera rolling as the owner of the drum store tells her they're going to deliver a brand new drum set to her apartment.
For only $4,000.
By the way, you could see that, like, smartest thing they ever did because they got
course.
Coalition Drum Shop everywhere, like that a camera could hit it. Smart thing by them.
The same reaction we had when we first saw that video.
Regardless whether I'm good or not, or as good as I used to be, it's just neat to be able to do it again.
You know, Mary told us today she did go to Nashville once, but it scared her, so she went back home.
What scared her about Nashville?
What?
Oh my God, the buildings are so tall.
She just stepped over the city limits and went, nope.
Ah, this is so scary.
Yee, I don't like it.
Fine, go Nashville. Oh my God!
What am I doing here?
Get me back to Wisconsin.
That is fucking hilarious. Can you back it up a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. To pull it back up.
By the way, this guy has the greatest hair ever.
Oh, the guy doing the guy doing
Yeah,
the
the guy
story?
doing the news story.
this past week.
Be able to do it again.
Once, but it scared her, so she went back home.
You went back a little more here.
Today. She did go to Nashville once, but it scared her, so she went back home. That new drum set coming. Alert the neighbors.
But it scared her.
Scared her.
Ah, Nashville's so scary.
Possibly. Why do they end
That it was no need. There was no need to even say that.
Sexy Brian Williams does not know. Well, I guess it's not him. It's his producers who put that in the prompter. But
yeah, true. All right,
he's a good-looking gentleman.
Let's play this next one here. Friends at Newsy.
A Norwegian woman was in
Damn it.
Dubai on business in March.
Okay, you're going to hear this because this is about the religion of peace, Dutch, your favorite religion. So, and by the way, Dubai. Remember, my strip club idea, do guys. It's going to happen.
Right.
Dubai on business in March when she reported to police that she'd been raped. Now she's been sentenced to 16 months in jail.
She was raped, therefore, she was in prison for. Okay, well, listen.
Who is this? Who is this?
Just a Norwegian woman.
A
That was
woman who lived there, or
she was
someone from
visiting. She was
Norwegian.
She was.
A
I think.
Norwegian. Oh, okay. There you go.
She was visiting. She was visiting Dubai. Here,
Is Norway stepping in? Like, why?
Check this out.
Why the fuck are they allowed to get away with this, man?
Somebody look up. There's a follow up, but this story's pretty new. I mean, I'm talking about a couple days.
Sentenced to 16 months in jail. Marta Deborah DeLelve, in her mid-20s, was jailed, her passport confiscated, according to her father, and now she's been convicted for having sex outside of marriage and drinking alcohol.
For having sex outside of marriage and drinking alcohol, even though she was raped and the sex wasn't consensual.
Was she gang raped? Because they love doing that over there.
I don't know. Just as she was raped. I don't know if she was gang raped. Let's play more.
And get this.
For rape conviction, United Arab Emirates law requires either a confession or 4 adult male witnesses.
Either a confession or 4 adult male witnesses have to see.
3 wouldn't be enough.
3, yeah, because apparently Dubai still doesn't have forensic evidence and can't see when the vagina was trying to push back and there's tearing and rip, because you can't figure it out that way. You need to have 4 guys there, and to quote R. Kelly and to quote Dave Chappelle about R. Kelly, and R. Kelly's grandma there with 2 forms of ID.
Now, this is raping than legitimate rape.
It's bad, right? Isn't this insane?
This is okay. This is what the world's gonna come to, because the Islamic assholes are gonna take over the world at one point or another, and this we have to look forward to. There you go, people.
There's some more.
There you go. Let's all be nice to this horrible, violent piece of shit fuck religion that mandates this bullshit.
Okay.
It's enraging.
Let's play more.
That people are still defending
In
this
short,
piece of shit
4
religion.
men need to be
this.
watching a victim being raped for her story to be true. DeLelve is not the first to be sentenced after reporting rape. Australia's Sunday Night News spoke with another reported victim, Australian Alicia Ghali. Ghali was hired to be a manager of a spa in a hotel in the United Arab Emirates. At the hotel, she says she was drugged, raped, and beaten by 3 men, and after reporting it, jailed for 8 months in terrible conditions.
That makes sense. 8 months?
Well, because she didn't have 4.
Oh, if it was 4 guys, they have like a loophole there.
Fuck Islam.
And she was also jailed because she's a whore and not with her husband.
That's the problem. And she
Now-
still has a clit.
Is that what you're taking away?
Now she has to pay a $50 having a clit fee.
Yeah, that whore.
You also cannot have 5 male witnesses.
It has to be 4.
It has to be exactly
And by the way,
4.
you can't have 3 and 2 midgets. Doesn't count as 4 guys. Don't try to get around
Nope.
it that way.
Do
Allah
not.
Akbar, motherfucker.
A cell with
Wait,
30.
I actually have a
Yes.
question on this number of witnesses.
Yes.
Can your rapist be one of the witnesses? Or do you have to have 4
no,
additional people?
because if the rapist confesses, that counts. That's that. There's only 2 ways. Either the rapist confessed or 4 people are seeing. So all you need is
4
one
other
rapist,
people.
1 rapist or 4 other people, and they have to be adult males.
Right, so if there's 17...
Yeah, because they know
and-
women are going to be catty and lie.
Right, because if they're too young and they're still raping you, then it doesn't count because you could have overpowered the kid.
Yeah, let's play more.
8 months in terrible conditions.
She shared a cell with 30 other women.
No
And that's just an Outback Steakhouse commercial. Wait till you get to the rest of this.
hygiene whatsoever.
She shared a cell, and also we got 29 cents strip ball the barbie. All right, we get
By
it.
the way, your accent's better than the guy who actually does.
I
the
hate it.
commercials.
I hate how hard they try to
It is
shove it
the
down your
worst.
throat. Yeah, kangaroo wallaby. All right.
She shared
Bloomin' onion.
Jesus Christ, we get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they shared both a cell and bloomin' onion.
Okay, let's play this.
She shared a cell with 30 other women.
No hygiene whatsoever. Sometimes they'd turn the water off for 4 days at a time, and when it's 55 degrees in the middle of summer, it was bad.
The same reporter interviewed a
cold,
British
right?
woman who said she'd been jailed in the UAE for kissing a friend hello on the cheek.
Bro, you cannot kiss a friend hello on the cheek.
Why would anybody go to these piece of shit places?
This is
Why
Dubai.
would
No, hold on.
anyone go?
This is the United Arab Emirates where they have multi-million-dollar
Fuck
hotels.
these people
I'm
and
telling
their
you.
goddamn religion.
The UAE is portrayed as a paradise full of partying and luxury, the two women said. But women need to be aware of the Sharia law there. No drinking, no kissing, no sex outside of marriage. Human
for
rights
the women, but the dudes are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want.
No, Sharia law is Sharia has the right to a good man and a good job.
What amazes me though is like liberal women who will defend Islam. Do you realize how
I know.
badly
It's-
your
they hate you.
gender is treated? Do you realize that?
Hold on, WFOD in the chat room. I bet the wait time at the Clit DMV is a nightmare. Well, Dutch, you say you hate Islam, but what about the guy?
I don't hate Islam. But no, you're right.
I hate Islam.
Well, the guy says to his wife, "I got a surprise for you," and then he chops off all of her fingers to stop her studying for a degree. How dare she?
Wait.
And you know what's great though is I've actually had conversations with other liberals, like when I go on a rant about how much of a horrible religion Islam is. Their first thing is, well, look at through history what the Christians have done. Oh, the Crusades. You're gonna go back to that? Something that
Hold on.
happened how many years ago?
Look at
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what's happened in the last, let's say, 15 years. You piece of shit.
You know what? How about this? Look at what they did. Yeah, okay, that's great, but now we have Blu-ray and HD TVs and computers and smartphones. It's not. Don't compare it to back then where people thought the world was flat.
Yeah, Catholic priests are getting their dicks wet in boys' heinies every once in a while. They're not jailing people for getting raped.
Ew. Now when do you see
big difference?
You know what? You know what went through my head, Dutch, just to show you what happened when you said they got their dick wets. I get the dick wet in a vagina, but when you said in the ass, now I'm thinking it's wet probably because of blood. And now you made that go all through my head.
But a few years of therapy and some
No.
mouthwash will clean that out. This poor woman is being jailed for being raped. What a piece of shit.
As she should.
And I know as Pammy.
That was very funny. As she should. That
By
fucking
the way,
whore.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy Tyler this weekend.
Yeah.
He was talking about like talk radio. I'm like, oh yeah, you listen to the show anymore? He's like, dude, after I listen to you guys' show, I have to take a shower sometimes.
Good.
I'm like, really? Is it that bad? He's like, yeah, man. Like, it's just, I feel dirty.
All right, let's play the rest of the story. And then we're going to read Hammy's that he put in the chat.
Spoken out against the UAE for its practices, saying it condones sexual violence. And with this latest conviction, Norway's Minister of Foreign Affairs says, this verdict flies in the face of our notion of justice. A person who reports rape is convicted for crimes that in our part of the world are not considered crimes. But it's unclear what Delev's home country can do about the sentence at this point. Norway has no
Wait, does that mean, hold on, did that convicted for crimes that are, so Norway is okay with rape?
No. I'll play it again. You misunderstood.
that in our part of the world are not considered crimes. But it's unclear what Delev's home country can do about the sentence at the
Oh, sorry. I wanted to go far back.
No, I'm kidding. I know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's well, Hammy posted one here in the chat. Let's add on to it, Marie. Go ahead, read it.
No, it's what Hammy was talking about
but
earlier.
let's read the whole story.
All right. So it says a jealous husband is facing life in prison after chopping off his wife's fingers because she began studying for a degree without his permission. It's not that she was studying for the degree; it was without permission.
Okay. That's where
she's facing life in prison, or he is.
Husband.
The husband is facing life in prison after chopping off his wife's fingers because she began studying for a degree without his permission.
What's his name?
Rafikul?
Oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite terrorist Ninja Turtle. I mean, I also like Leah Bombo. He's pretty good too.
That was quick.
Okay,
sorry.
Good job, my friend.
Rafiqul Islam, age 30, blindfolded his wife Hawa Akhtar.
Not gonna work anywhere anymore.
Age 21. 30, married a 21-year-old. Good for him.
Ironically, she was gonna be a hand model. That's what she was studying for.
Well, he blindfolded her, taped her mouth, telling her he was going to give her a surprise present.
Well, it was, to be fair, it was a surprise.
But why do you have to tape my mouth, honey? Shut up.
Go ahead.
But instead, he made her hold out her hand and he cut off all 5 fingers.
All 5?
All 5.
Ow.
At the same time, or he saw him off? Like what?
Well, let me read on. One of his relatives then threw Miss Atker's fingers into the dustbin to ensure doctors couldn't reattach them. Aw.
He has relatives around. Oh my
Apparently.
god.
Couldn't he just like handcuff her to something for a little while?
Fuck. Why would any? I don't.
Was there any more, Maria? I want to know more.
I'm trying to read ahead to see if he cut them off all at the same time or if it was one at a time. It's not. Why don't you specify?
And by the way, the sad part is her index finger was 2 days away from retirement.
Now she's never going to get that pension.
Never going to get that pension.
God damn it.
Right now is where I would ask John to do a buddy cop song about fingers that get cut off, but he's not here, so we'll just pretend.
Rest in peace, John.
Rest in peace.
He'll be back next
he's
week.
dead.
Yeah. Well, look, you guys make it seem like, okay, there's downsides, but what about all the upsides?
Apparently,
What are
he's
the
going to
upsides,
face
Royce?
charges of permanent disfiguration.
There you go. That's an upside.
I mean, there is one good thing about Islam. We have a new skyscraper in downtown Manhattan. Isn't
Whoop,
that
whoop. Good. That's good because the other one was getting old. The other two were getting old.
The new one is pretty shiny.
All right, let's move on to another story.
It's very nice.
Imagine checking your PayPal account only to realize it
Okay, you guys are going to love this one, especially if you have PayPal.
All right, something about PayPal.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
account only to realize it had a 17-figure balance. That was reality for 56-year-old Chris Reynolds of Pennsylvania. When checking his June statement, he noticed he somehow gained more than $92 quadrillion. That's more than 1,300 times the GDP of the entire planet.
And by the way, he still lost the eBay bid war for that Star Wars figurine he was going after. Still lost it, bro.
God damn it,
No,
Stormtrooper
but
69.
no, it's Vader Pants 44. He keeps fucking sniping that right at the end.
Making Bill Gates' more than $70 billion fortune look like chump change. Reynolds told reporters he rarely spends more than $100 a month with PayPal. He uses his account to buy and sell car parts on eBay. Which raises the question, how did all that money get there? CNN reports Reynolds is still in the dark about why his account is the one that would end up with such an outrageous balance. He said, "It's a curious thing. I don't know. Maybe someone was having fun." PayPal says it won't comment on the matter because it's not allowed to talk about individual accounts, but the company has since apologized and offered an undisclosed amount of money to the charity of Reynolds' choice. Sadly for Reynolds, the balance didn't last long. After he refreshed his account page, his balance dropped back down to the big old goose egg.
Well, that's not nice. Give him something. See, PayPal's dumb. If PayPal was smart, the same thing as that those drummer people did, be like, oh, but PayPal gave him a $100 gift card to Amazon for his account, blah, blah, blah. Like, that way people are like, oh, man, that was cool of PayPal. They didn't have to do that, you know? But instead, it's like they don't comment on. They're just dumb, you know?
He should have goddamn spent that all before he had the chance to
do
lose
you
it.
spend 92?
Why wouldn't you spend everything?
At least some of it. At least buy a yacht. And then be like, sorry. But then
Well,
you
and don't tell anybody. Let's just see how long the mistake goes on for.
And then you have to find a yacht store that takes PayPal.
Well, if you had the PayPal credit card,
Yeah.
you could do it that way, right?
I guess you could. There you go. So, Dutch, go buy a yacht with our PayPal. See if they take it.
But first get 70 quadruple billion zillion dollars in it.
I just like the fact there's a thing called a yacht store.
Yeah, go to the yacht store.
Not a yacht dealer.
Even though
a
losing
yacht
all that
store.
imaginary money was a bit of a bummer, Reynolds has a sense of humor about the whole thing. The sad part is that I got word that they still need me to renew the credit card that's attached to this account. So even though I had $90 quadrillion, they still don't trust me. When asked what he would have done with the money, Reynolds said he would have helped pay down the national debt and buy the Philadelphia Phillies. For Newsy.
What a small-minded idiot.
Phillies.
What a small-minded idiot. First off, if you... Oh, God, it's Fred Durst Dutch again.
He would
God
pay
damn
down
it.
the national debt?
Yeah.
The first thing he would do is give it to the goddamn government?
What an
Dude,
asshole.
You had the ability to help the entire world and still not lose half your money. Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Or Dutch, or full body toilet.
The economy would have been fixed anyway, because if he gained $92 quadrillion, imagine the taxes that he'd have to pay for that.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention PayPal takes like 10%.
Oh, that's right. And PayPal's going to take another 10% right off the top. So now I can't bring down the national debt, Dutch, because all those fees. Oh, man. Now
I'm sure a few phone calls like, hey, I'll do this if you don't do that, and yada, yada. And I get to speed anytime I want. In my Sunpass account, you know, I can do whatever.
just
Basically,
shut
I
up.
can
I
park
just
and drive
violate
them.
tolls left and right, motherfuckers.
Not just violate, but I'm going to bend them over and just
I'm going to
fuck
rate
right in the
those
asshole.
tolls. Violating them
bet
so
you.
bad.
All right,
They'll
so
like it, and it will go to jail
This-
for
I'm
however
gonna
many
violate
years
them and have as
because
many
of me raping them.
as many Islamic people watching at the same time.
By the way, that was 2 callbacks in less than 2 minutes.
This Gladwell guy was on CNN, and he did this whole article about how they should college students should protest football and players shouldn't go to it so of all the head injuries because it's killing people. And he likened it to dogfighting. I have the video.
Really?
You compare football to dogfighting. Why?
Yeah, I did a piece for the New Yorker a couple years ago where I said,
Hold on.
this was at the time.
Time?
Yeah.
First, I need to back it up so I can comment on his hair. Second, what show is he on?
Okay, hold on.
Wow, Phil Spector lost a lot of weight.
That is exactly who he looks like, Phil Spector. All right, let's play.
He's like a younger version of Doc from Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
I did a piece for the New Yorker a couple years ago where I said, this was at the time when Michael Vick was convicted of dogfighting. And to me, that was such a kind of, and the whole world got up in arms about this. How could he use dogs in a violent manner, in a way that compromised their health and integrity? And I was just struck at the time by the
Killing
unbelievable
dogs,
hypocrisy
compromising their
of
health and
people
integrity.
in football, for goodness sake, getting up in arms about someone who chose to fight dogs, to pit one dog against each other. In what way is dogfighting any different from football?
Okay, well, let me explain. Okay, number one, they're human beings, so they have free will. Nobody is making them. They are not bred to play football. I mean, unless
Hold
you
on,
ask Jimmy the
Royce.
Greek. Secondly,
okay, you said A number 1. Now, would the second one be B number 2 or A number 2?
no, it'd be Heinz 54. Heinz 54. No,
That was quick.
well, so they get paid to do it. They choose to do it. They're wearing protective gear, and they don't die.
And they're getting paid millions.
So that's how it's different.
Dogs aren't getting paid.
Yeah, fucking Egon from Ghostbusters. Shut the fuck up. All right, let's play the rest.
First off, he looks like Christopher Walken as a headless horseman.
Oh yeah, he does.
Level, right? I mean, you take a young, vulnerable dog who is made vulnerable because of his allegiance to the owner, and you ask him to engage in serious, sustained physical combat with another dog under the control of another owner, right? Well, what's football?
Okay, that's racist. I'm sorry, but is it me or is that racist? They're making it seem like
he called them dogs, not gorillas.
But what I'm saying is that they're animals and they have no control. That's not true. They do it because they do it because that's what they fucking want to do.
He really is an elitist asshole.
All right, let's play more.
Take young boys, essentially, and we have them repeatedly over the course of the season smash each other in the head, right?
But nobody makes them. Once again, nobody is making them do it. They have free will. He was putting dogs that lost, holding their head underwater till they died. When a wide receiver, when he's 15, fucking drops a pass, they don't fucking stick him underneath the pool until he dies. It's different.
And the thing is that like the other young idiot boys that he's calling these people are the ones who are throwing themselves into somebody. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a choice in both ends. Like you can choose to hit somebody hard if you have any empathy or if you just want to knock a guy's head off.
No, but this is what the country's trying to do.
Something tells me this guy never watches actual football.
Something tells me this guy's never bought a brush in his life.
With known neurological consequences. And why do they do that? Out of an allegiance to their owners and their coaches and a feeling they're participating in some grand American spectacle. They're the same thing. And the idea that as a culture, we would be absolutely quick and sure about coming to the moral boiling point over the notion that you would.
What a pseudo-intellectual asshole. He just thinks he's so fucking smart. He's
this guy? What's his name again?
He's exactly what Hammy was talking about earlier. One of those really progressive dudes who just thinks they know better than you. They just know more than you. Like, you're just dumb hillbilly moron because you don't get it.
And I guarantee he's just like any other progressive, where if you disagree with him on any sort of level, you're either racist, homophobic, and you just don't know any better and you're too dumb. That's exactly what type of asshole this guy is.
What if I'm racist and homophobic but agree with everything he's saying?
Ooh, other side of the coin.
Do this to dogs, and yet completely blind over the notion you would do this to young men is, to my mind, astonishing. Right? So there's a certain point where I.
But then, to be fair, a lot of things astonish him.
Just said,
like vaginas.
Do you understand that he wrote an entire article on those little things they hold corn on the cob with because everything makes him happy?
We have to say,
it's like my hands had butter on them and they don't anymore.
Now I like them so much I put little googly eyes on them.
It's so weird. But football. Shut up, you fucking idiot. Who cares? And what does he think of UFC then? Like, what does he think that is? Does he liken that to fucking gang rapes? Like,
he's just an elitist idiot that thinks that everybody does things because they're controlled. Like he thinks he's smarter than everybody else, and then everybody else who's not a white douchebag with I stuck my tongue in a toaster hair are the ones who they can't make decisions for themselves.
Oh, unbelievable. Well, speaking of football, Bill Belichick finally reacted to the whole...
yeah, what did he say, actually?
Here, I have it.
Here with you from NFL Live, Hugh Douglas, Tim Hasselbeck, I'm Wendy Nix. Today in Foxborough, Massachusetts, Bill Belichick spoke to the media for the first time since his former tight end Aaron Hernandez was arrested and then released. He spoke candidly for about 22 minutes. Tim started by offering his condolences, but then touched on everything from the shock to the draft process to what this means going forward.
Yeah, and I thought that, obviously a delicate situation for him. I thought he did a good job of conveying, the message that the Patriots were taking.
By the way, the interview was done in his bunker where he keeps all the sleeveless hoodies.
This issue seriously.
I just want to hear what Matt Hasselbeck has to say about his idiot wife.
Hey, you leave Hasselbeck alone. He's an American hero.
They were just going to try to bury and move on from, but they were going to...
He is an American hero!
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Look at their evaluation process. They were going to try to do a better job of learning more about a player's maturity level, his motivation level, as well as...
How about an eyeball test, Belichick? How about if he has gang tattoos? Probably not mature. How about we do that? Which is really simple. Really simple. Do a background check.
Thug, man. He was a thug through and through.
Yeah, no, of course he was.
He was a thug, and then the number 4, and then LYFE.
Whoa! That level?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
LYFE.
Understanding the diverse backgrounds that each player, comes from. And he pointed out that even though they have an exhaustive evaluation process, they're never going to be 100% in terms of evaluating these players.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Patriots' exhaustive process is, are they white? Okay, hire them and put them on tight end, and we're going to win anyway. Like, the Patriots are the whitest team in football, and they just they cannot lose. I don't know how he does it. Talk about racist.
Players, they are going to make mistakes. He admitted to mistakes in the past that they've made on players. But they also pointed...
Yeah, I'll also admit that time we drafted an alligator to play defensive back was not a good idea. He ate 3 children, and for that I want to apologize.
Out that they've run in hundreds of players through the 14 years that he's been there, and they've evaluated players this way that have been good players.
Yeah, but guess what, buddy? You got the murderer. It's your fault. You should have known. By the way, I hold Bill Belichick directly responsible for all these people's lives.
Oh,
How
really?
about that? Yeah, I do. You want to know why? You know what a good coach does? What they did to Des Bryant when he couldn't stop fucking doing shit. They said, "Hey, if you go to any of these nightclubs or you go do any of this shit, you're cut." But look, you can say what you want, and it's a contract. It's in paper where that's how you fucking hold the guy down. Hey, you want your money? Okay, you know what? Don't do all this shit, and you're gonna get your money. And
Well, here's the thing: is that like Hernandez had never, at least
Yes, he did in
not
college.
No, hold on. Earlier on, but not since he had been on the Patriots. He had not really displayed that type of behavior.
Besides when he shot somebody in the eye, you're right.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Minus that
I'm
time.
sure they probably question him about it.
Hey, did you shoot that guy in the eye?
No.
It was an
All right.
accident. I'm sure he probably, danced around it.
Yeah.
But, the thing is, when he was on the
Yeah,
Patriots,
no,
he was
man.
squeaky clean.
I didn't shoot him. I was cleaning my drive-by, and it went off.
As well as good guys off the field. And so it was a crafted statement, but I thought that Belichick did a nice job of conveying the message.
And I think he did a good job of explaining to the fans that, hey, we're going to miss on some, but we're going to.
By the way, do you actually have the real statement? You're just watching. The
I
reaction
don't
of
know.
those statements?
I don't know. I don't. Maybe I don't care.
I don't check my prep.
Doesn't matter. None of this matters. Oh, Dutch, since you're being mean, there's a new app for you.
An idea that could provide people with a better understanding of how much is too much.
We realized that there's a lot of people who die from drunk driving, more than it should be.
While serving in the Israeli army together, 24-year-old Ben Biren and Jonathan Ophir were stunned to learn that more of their fellow soldiers died in drunk driving accidents than in combat.
Mitch.
You ask yourself, why is it so big?
Biren left the military in 2011.
Because they saw people getting killed, they killed people, and they need therapy. That's the reason why those guys become alcoholics.
Yes, very simple.
And came to the States to attend college in North Carolina. It was then that the two friends decided to take the high number of alcohol-related deaths and turn that into a potentially life-saving idea.
We really wanted to attack this problem.
What they came up with is this. It's called Alkahoot. It's a device that, when attached to a smartphone, can process blood alcohol levels, or BAC.
Can you believe this hasn't been made before? Because it's so brilliant what they're making, and they're going to make so much more. Forget the drunk driving. They don't care
they
about
sell
that.
these things. Well, how much does this thing cost?
Well,
that's
fine.
my question.
Well, no, but this is one that actually connects to your phone. Here, check it out.
And tell you if you've had too much to drink.
Plug it into your smartphone. You tap on the app, and then, within a couple of seconds, you should get your alcohol result.
After plugging in your age, weight, height, and gender, the app takes about 10 seconds to calculate your BAC before telling you if it's time to call a cab or if you're okay to drive. Criminal defense attorney Darren Kavanagh says anything that gets people thinking about their alcohol levels is a good thing. But he has concerns about the technology.
It takes only between a millionth and a billionth of an ounce of alcohol to register a 0.10 on that machine. So even if somebody were to do something as simple as burp within the 20 minutes or so preceding the test, that can throw off the results dramatically.
But can't you say the same thing about the ones the cops have? Like, it's just as unreliable as the one the cops have.
Right. That's the
But
reason why.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Dutch.
No, go ahead, Hammy.
You're good.
Some idiots are going to have a contest like, yo, dude, I bet I could get a higher number than you.
That's fine as long as they don't drive.
They're going to, though.
Oh yeah, well, dude, they've had this for. You can buy breathalyzer tests for like $30 anywhere you go. Well, anywhere you go, but like most, like, I don't know, places where they sell them.
Right.
But the guy who wrote "Hope They Serve Beer in Hell," I think it's
Right.
Tucker Max.
What a
He has a
fucking
whole chapter on that, where when he was younger, like he's like, don't ever bring one of those into a bar because you're gonna become. It turns into a competition with your friends of who can blow higher.
Yeah, I guess, but it's still a good idea, and they're going to make money off it. My point's not that they're saving lives. That's not why I like the story. I like the story because I can't believe it hasn't been done yet, because they're going to make for whatever. You know what? Maybe a lot of people are going to buy it just to have those competitions. My point is they're going to make a lot of money, and that was just a really smart idea that I can't believe hasn't been done yet.
That's the thing, man, is that, like, if you can come up with a good app, you are making,
I'm telling you,
boatloads of money.
And that's really good. Look, hey, they got on the news for it, so.
What was that kid that like sold his app idea to Yahoo and they paid him $17 million?
And then Yahoo probably ruined it because Yahoo ruins everything.
The idea behind the app is that they shortened a story down to like that of a Twitter posting.
Right.
Like, you get all the info that you need, and then you can click the link to read it more if you don't want to see. You know what I mean? Like, it condenses full stories down to just that, and then you can subscribe to what publication, what thing you actually want. That was a brilliant idea, and the kid was 17 years old.
All right, I wanted to get to this story really quick before the Red Show comes on right afterwards here. Ohio judge.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Roy Black on crack. Dutch has read Tucker Max. Go figure. It was a New York Times bestseller with over a couple million sold. A lot of people read it. It's not just me.
Well, but Tucker Max is a tool.
Well, he's trying to call me a douche. Fuck you, Roy.
Ohio judge orders woman to spend next 5 Christmases in jail.
Wait, only the Christmas day?
Only the Christmases.
An
Ohio judge has sentenced a woman convicted of illegally selling driver's licenses to 5 days in jail, but only the next 5 Christmas days. This is, by the way, this judge is awesome. This is brilliant because he's well within his rights, and this fucks you more, I think, than going, okay, you have 30 days. You do your 30 days and you're back on with your life, but for the next 5 years, you could never look forward to Christmas. Now, here's how he does it. I'm going to speed through it because Red Show's next. He unknowingly asks them what their favorite holiday is, and they tell them it's not always Christmas. Some days it's their birthday. Some days it's 4th of July. And then he goes, okay, the next 4th of July is you have to be in prison, the next 4 or whatever. And that's how he basically teaches them a lesson, but keeps, prison costs down without having someone in there for whatever.
That is so awesome.
And if they don't show up on Christmas Eve by midnight, I'm reading here, that violates her probation, and she would have to spend the next 15 years in jail.
Oh, snap.
So now you're fucked. You got brilliant. I love how that's brilliant. I love it. That's such a smart idea. He said he got the idea from a federal judge who would do the same thing. He would, pick holidays and tell them, well, you can't,
I would go in there and say my favorite holiday is Rosh Hashanah.
So
no. Like every mid-September, I would go to jail.
My favorite holiday is February 29th, my birthday.
I'm a big fan of Flag Day, personally.
Got you, Judge. But the Flag Day doesn't count. And you said Fag Day wrong, Dutch. Dutch, if you want to play the music, Red Show's coming up next. Let's do Neglected Hippo Test. Before we do, Hambone, anything you want to plug?
At Brain Stew Hammy on Twitter.
Okay, and also Brain Stew on Fridays, 8 to question mark. Dutchy Poo, Neglected Hippo Text.
All right. Jose Canseco, catfishing Sharknado fans 2 at a time. Yup, Dutch is an ass. I don't know what that's in reference to. Tracy Ullman Simpsons. The best part about this story is that she ends the letter with, "Don't spoil the mascot's identity." The last time she went to Nashville was in 1839. Slavery was still a thing. Boys Heinies, ... Insta erect. 1/3 of the 2008 Gator Championship. Championship. I need to back up. Sorry. 1/3 of the Championship. Fuck me.
Championship.
1/3 of the 2008 Gator Championship team has been arrested at this point.
Sheeple.
And that's all I got.
All right, guys. Red Show coming up next. Stay tuned. Yada, 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 yada. Bye. Turn it up, Dutch.
Hippojuice.
Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you